Hey guys, welcome to another video. First off, I want to say thank you for joining me again. Hitting the subscribe button is awesome, hitting the like button is awesome. I'm loving it. I'm starting to get more consistent with my videos and you're going to start to see more reviews, which is good. Now, let's talk about what is behind me. One, I'm not a financial advisor. Please only take what I say as advice only in the non-financial manner. Do your own research, guys. So, my opinion is my opinion. My financial advice, I kind of mentioned it as financial advice a little bit, maybe, somewhat. But again, this is your own research doing. You should only use me and others as a cross-reference check. Ethos behind me is a killer coin for Coinbase and other usages in terms of buying and selling coins. Now, I want to go into it in more detail, but first I want to talk a little bit about the metrics. Now, I'm getting very excited about this already. I'm starting to get tingly feelings in my feet, so it's all good. Supply, not too bad, 222 million, 76 million circulating supply, and the volume's pretty low right now. The reason why this is low is one, the market is tanking like fuck. The second reason, there's a product coming out very soon. It's already been traded for roughly around here. This was when pre-registration came out. It went up to over $5, which is awesome, but it's also been higher than that. It's been over $10 so far. It has got a lot of backers, a lot of holders, a lot of people are interested in Ethos. A lot of people have also been very impatient with it and sold it due to its ICO at 5 cents. This was one of the coins that went below ICO price when it came out. It was really like struggling, and then all of a sudden it flew off. But if that wants to give you some confidence in the market, please let it do that. So let's talk about Ethos. Now, you probably wonder what on earth it is, and you're probably thinking, what is he on about? Ethos is an ecosystem to allow you to buy, sell, trade, store cryptocurrencies in one place on your mobile phone. I don't even have my mobile phone with me to show you my mobile phone, but on that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. The problem you've got is people have a lack of confidence with buying cryptocurrencies because Coinbase is shit, CoinJar is restricted, so is Coinbase actually. Everything's shit. It's fucking impossible sometimes to buy cryptocurrencies when you want to buy something. So your average Joe, you've got a decent amount of money you want to put into cryptocurrency, you've got say $10,000, right? Theoretically, right? You have to go through all the hoops to get your account verified. You've got to go through all these KYC sort of regulations, and you've got to like build trust up with your account to actually buy it. Fucking nightmare, we know. So this is aiming to stop that, hopefully. So Ethos is a universal wallet. First product is out very soon. You can actually pre-register for this right now and get involved straight away. Essentially what it's going to do is going to store and hold all your cryptocurrencies in one place with a Ether wallet kind of security feature within it. So essentially you can hold your ERC20 tokens on it, you can hold your Bitcoin tokens on it, and hopefully your Neo based tokens on it as well. So essentially everything. The problem you've got is in current services right now, you've got to think, right, you've got to have a MyEther wallet, you've got to have a Neo wallet, you've got to have a Bitcoin wallet. It's a fucking nightmare. And this is aiming to stop that. So it's going to hold everything. So essentially, secure multi-token wallet made simple, the Ethos Universal made basically anywhere, anytime, any place, instantly for free. Awesome. It's going to have smart keys, so essentially this is going to be like your ledger and your treasure. So essentially it's going to have encrypted, secure keys within, so you cannot actually get access to them yourself and you cannot lose them, which is usually good. So if you've not got one of these bad boys, bear with me. Let me get it. If you don't have one of these sitting around, you shouldn't really have it sitting around, but you know what I mean. It makes things a lot harder for people to get access to your tokens. Now, what it does is it has a double layer involved. So one, they've got to get it. Two, they've got to get the pin. Three, they've got to know where your coins are. So it's kind of a bit hard to do with that. But ultimately, people do try and hack things, and having a Exodus wallet on your computer or any sort of private keys within your computer makes it very easy for people to get involved and hack you, which is not good. So that is going to have the adoption of a two sort of step approach, which is same as the hardware wallet, which is good. It's going to have a liquidity network, so you can basically deposit, withdraw, send and receive any assets at any time very quickly, which is good. So it will eventually have a fiat gateway. So essentially, it will be like Coinbase and Blockport, which is the new version of Coinbase, essentially, where you can literally go out and buy cryptocurrency coins with your own card. So you can go and buy, say, I don't know, VeChain with your card, which would be awesome. Bitcoin, Ethereum, all them stuff. So you think now Coinbase has got what, 4 coins on it? 4. Wow. What you can buy with fiat, well, essentially that is going to change, and this is going to eventually have all of them, which would be awesome. It's mobile ready, so it's going to be all on your mobile, which is pretty cool. And it's going to have the whole people area power sort of shit on it as well. So essentially it's going to have areas for you to view other people. It's going to have social networking style on it, reviews and ratings of coins and all that kind of good stuff to make things work nicely. This is kind of where it's at. This is essentially going to do absolutely everything. So you've obviously got the likes of the Trezor, your Ledger and Coinbase and Exodus, all this kind of stuff here. Essentially, Ethos is going to conquer them all and hopefully do all of it. If it does, that is a massive, massive plus for us guys as investors, and also for us as influencers as well, to try and bring new people into the game, making it incredibly easy to do it. What else is going to be mentioned on here? It's also going to have tax reporting sort of services within it as well, which makes it a lot easier for us to kind of keep track of what is happening with our portfolio. I will go into more images of it to try and show you what it looks like, but ultimately this is kind of just a snapshot view of it. It's going to look incredibly good. It's going to be very, very easy to set up, and there's going to be some very, very cheap costs involved as well for getting support, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to get into the nitty gritty now. I want to show you what it looks like. This is essentially what it's going to look like. It's going to be pretty nice looking, to be honest with you. It essentially looks like your Blockfolio, but it's going to have actual yacht coins on it, which is fucking mental to think. So imagine what you do now. You look at your Blockfolio or your Delta and you see all your coins. You're like, ooh, 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 ooh. This will actually have them coins on it, which is pretty fucking powerful. And you can basically go, right, I want to sell X amount of Ethereum to buy X amount of this. What do you have to do? You've got to go into your MyEther wallet or wherever it's stored. You've got to go into that, send it out of your cold storage into the exchange, which will take a bit of time. Then from the exchange, you need to press the sell button to get it into Bitcoin or Ethereum. Then send that pair into another coin. Fucking nightmare. Their aim is essentially to go Ethereum into whatever, Neo into whatever, all that kind of stuff. Basically, just swap it around very, very quickly like that and into another coin. That is its aim. And if it does that, wow. If it does that, it will change the game completely. It will make things very, very exciting and very, very good. So essentially that's what it's going to be in terms of the liquid side of it, and how quickly it will be, we don't know. If you use Uphold, it does that in Ethereum and Bitcoin very, very quickly, and other services and other cryptocurrencies. I can literally send Bitcoin to Ethereum incredibly quick like that. It's brilliant, I love it. But that is my only alternative at the moment where I can use it and put it into my bank. But Ethos will be the one I'll be using mainly to put most of my coins in, especially the ones I'm trading, so I can be able to move them around quickly and not have to worry about it too much. And obviously cold storage will be on the blockchain away from things. So I mentioned before smart keys and like kind of like a ledger style sort of thing where you can literally have a 24-word phrase. It's all private to you, and essentially you can guard it. So those 24 phrases are usually used for backup in case you lose something, but the private keys will be managed by the actual app itself, so you can't actually access it, and it will obviously go and be linked to you, essentially like your ledger. So if you don't have one of these and you don't understand how they work, essentially these have got private keys within them. Essentially, whenever I hook it up to my blockchain to get my coins, it is synced to that. If, however, I lose that, I've got a 24-word phrase somewhere hidden in my house. Essentially, if I stand on that or the dog eats it, I can recover it as it was. I can still access my coins. Most wallets don't do that. They essentially have a backup file, so you essentially press the backup button, you save it onto a disk or a USB drive and hide that somewhere. This is a lot better. You want your private keys to be hidden. This is going to hide it. Good news for us. Another thing is also, the simple lines of all the information. I've kind of mentioned it anyways, like your Blockfolio. So all your information, current price rises, the charts, reviews, all that good stuff. And yeah, it's coming out very, very soon. If you pre-register now, you get a community airdrop of freebies. You also get a verified wallet address. You also get a free gold membership, so you get primary support for a year and all the news. So it's very much a quick and easy thing. And you also get airdrops. So essentially these you're going to get freebies of certain coins. Pretty damn cool, right? I know. Other things I want to mention as well is a rating card. This is essentially the fuel. So if you haven't guessed, it is a utility token. Essentially what happens is this is going to be essentially constantly trading at all times when people are buying, selling, sending, using APIs, creating certain stuff. So it's going to be doing certain things for you to basically, you know, trade the coin. So it's going to create value anyway, so you can see already how much it's going to cost in terms of doing little things and bobs. But that is just the way it's going to work. It's not much, let's be honest, come on. You know what I mean? But ultimately, this is going to hold staking coins as well. It's going to hold Masternode coins as well. So it's going to be fucking mental to think how it's going to work. But it's very, very exciting to hear. In terms of wallet registration, that's a 5-year thing. You can do that for 100 Ethos. Wallet support, gold, 5 Ethos for an annual membership. So it's got all the actual things on here. And you get these for free anyways if you've pre-registered. So it's not too bad. It's not much money, let's be honest. So you'd rather have all these stuff on. And then we've got blockchain finance. This is essentially a load of like educational pieces made by Ethos to understand how things are working. In terms of the team, Shingo Levine is somewhat of a geek, but a very, very good one. He's already been compared to Vitaly Buterin of Ethereum. Oh, what's happened here? I've gone back in time. Fucking weirdos. Anyways, so this guy here, essentially his idea was he wanted to buy some coins for his aunt or something like that, and he was so pissed off at how shit the system was, and then he came up with this idea and it's working. So it's doing very, very well. If you hear him speak, he speaks very, very well. He speaks very, very knowledgeable. He's a very good guy as well. Very, very young, and as I mentioned, he's already been compared to the Ethereum founder, so that's good. There's a lot of expertise within the company. This guy here, a lot of investment background, and he knows his shit. So he's got an incredible CV underneath him. Same with the technical officer. He's been around for a bit now in a lot of startups and Fortune 500 companies. So he knows, these guys know how to grow companies, and this needs to do it. This needs to grow, and if it's used on a mass scale, that's it. Cryptocurrency is going to go mainstream properly, because people can literally download the app, put your card in, buy a coin, store it at the same time. They don't have to do all the education purposes of all the shit that I do for people, like to educate people. It makes my life a lot easier. I can just literally go, right, here you go, download Ethos and use it. So it's essentially very, very interesting to see how things are going to work with this, and I'm incredibly excited to look into it. But again, look into the team members at your own pace. Very, very young team, very, very good team in terms of like diversification and having expertise in all kinds of different, you know, backgrounds, such as blockchain, such as growth of Fortune 500, such as developers in big companies. So it's always good to see. Social proof is pretty high as well. They have a big following, and it is doing incredibly well in terms of its backers. A lot of people are interested in this token, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of people want this to release very, very quickly and very, very soon, but also they want it to go well. If this goes wrong, it could be interesting, but I don't think it will. I think there's been a lot of time and effort put into this, and it's good to see that finally we're going to see a sustainable model for going forward for us to buy cryptocurrency and to hopefully store it as well. So I hope you like my review of Ethos. If you did, hit the like button. I am incredibly passionate about this one. I do like it. Ultimately, there is no white paper to kind of go through it fully, and there's also no roadmap. But again, the product is out very soon, so you can actually play with it, and then you can go from there.